All right, hello, welcome to Heal and Ascend to Grow. Good morning, everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a Twin Flames reading. So let's find out what's going on with the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. Okay, as always, if you guys want to book a personal reading, my information is down below. And if you're needing assistance on your spiritual journeys, I do have a Twin Flames course and I have a self-love course. Today my voice is going to be a little bit quieter because I'm trying to preserve my energy. I have a long day, so I just want to make sure that I have the energy, and sometimes when I do these readings and I'm like really loud, I can kind of drain my energy really fast. Okay, I've been noticing that. So okay, so let's take a look and see. So we're gonna start. Okay, well, I didn't really call any intention yet. We have mirroring, so there is some mirroring going on between the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, which is always happening. But let's take a look and see Divine Masculine. What's going on with the Divine Masculine at this time? For those who are watching, keep in mind this is general, so this may not be your twin flame story. All right, I'm just pulling on the general collective to see what comes through. Okay, so let's see. Wow, they're flying, but we did have a card fall out on the floor, so let me go grab it. Really interesting. So we have the New Direction card for Divine Masculine. Okay, so it looks like the Divine Masculine is heading in some sort of direction, which is positive because we have a new direction, but it's like I always see this card as you're heading towards your happiness, you know? You're heading towards the sun. You're heading towards what is going to make you fulfilled. So it looks like the Divine Masculine is making that step forward to his fulfillment. So let's take a look. Yeah, okay. However, there is nostalgia, okay? So he is probably looking back on the past or reminiscing on the past, but definitely heading towards something positive. This is a good energy. Some of you guys wouldn't see it this way, but I do, because the new direction is, it's like you're realizing that your old ways of doing things or the old direction that you were in just isn't serving you anymore. So you're open to a new path, okay? Let's grab one more. Okay, we do still have the material world coming through for the Divine Masculine, so there is still a heavy focus on money, on just physical things, okay? So that is often a hard paradigm for the Divine Masculine to break out of, seeing that there's life beyond, you know, materialism and all of that. But I'm seeing that he is still focused heavily on that, okay? Yeah, because I just have the Five of Pentacles here. Tell us a little bit more about the Divine Masculine at this time. Tell us a little bit more about the Divine Masculine at this time. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify this. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I'm getting that we have the Moon in reverse. Okay, so I'm getting that there could be a third-party influence here for the Divine Masculine. For a lot of them, for some of you it could be people, but I actually think for a lot of them it's money-related. Like the Three of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Oftentimes, you know, it's so easy for readers to just assume that third parties are always people, but third parties can be anything, right? They can be drugs, alcohol, negative belief patterns. It could be a mother or father. Like it could be work. It could be money. It could be so many things. It's pretty much just anything that separates the Divine Masculine from himself, which because he is the Divine Feminine, separates from the Divine Feminine. So I'm getting that there is a third-party influence. Take it how it resonates for you guys. But with the Ace of Cups coming through in reverse, I'm seeing that Divine Masculine is numbing, suppressing emotions right now, okay? Because there's this heavy material world influence, like I said, there needs to be a breaking out of that. There needs to be a seeing beyond the material world, okay? In order for the Divine Masculine to wake up, he has to see beyond the material world, or else he'll always be stuck in it, and there'll always be problems and issues, okay? You have to transcend that. You have to move beyond it, and I'm getting with the Ace of Cups in reverse, there is a lot of numbing, there's a lot of suppressing, and this third-party situation could be a way to numb, could be a way to not have to deal with feelings, which, as I always say, suppression Our depression is suppression, and we have the moon in reverse, which is my depression card. So for a lot of you guys, your divine masculine is going through a depression right now. They're not necessarily feeling as good as they could be, but this is due to the fact that they are using outside influences to try to fuel themselves, and this isn't really working, okay? Because they're just stuffing down what they really need to feel. And when you don't feel your emotions, you become very disconnected from the source energy. You become very disconnected from your intuition, okay? However, like I said, with the new direction, I do think that they are heading towards something more positive, but it does look like they might be in a bit of a depressed energy, okay? All right, so let's take a look. So their energy currently towards the divine feminine. So what is the divine masculine's energy towards the divine feminine? We have the Justice card in reverse. I'm not seeing much fairness here, guys. Okay, for those of you who are dealing with the divine masculine, I'm not seeing that they're bringing much fairness or balance right now. Let's see. Let's see. We do have the Star. Okay, so we have two major arcanas. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. There's a lot of healing still going on. Yeah, the Devil in reverse. There's a lot of healing going on, guys, okay? Yeah, in the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor in reverse. So like I said, until the divine masculine wakes up, he will be stuck in the material world, okay? Which, you know, if things are going well for you, it can be comfortable, but it's not necessarily something that's gonna make you fulfilled. So what makes you fulfilled is your connection to your truest self. And with the Emperor coming through in reverse, this is the divine, the distorted masculine energy. So they're still in this energy. I do sense that they are being called to awaken with the Star coming through here. This is their energy towards you though. So I do feel like they're not necessarily in this place to bring you justice or fairness. They're still kind of in this victim mentality with the Ten of Swords in reverse, not wanting to take responsibility for their role in how things might have ended, or just kind of stuck in their own pain that they're not really wanting or ready to bring justice. I do see with the Star here, they are still seeing you as having a spiritual connection with you, or seeing this as something that is divinely guided. So they do still have that awareness. But with the Devil coming through in reverse, this is like breaking out of toxic patterns, you know? And what's interesting is I had filmed a Twin Flames reading, I think it was last week, but I never uploaded it because the audio got cut off halfway through. But what was interesting is their energy towards you was the same. This was the Devil reversed. So I don't know if this is a continuation on or not, but I always see this as someone who is recognizing that they need to break out of some sort of toxic pattern in order to be around you, or in order to be in your presence. Like, this is a divine masculine who's very well aware that they cannot bring their toxic energy into your energetic field, okay? Like, it's just not going to work with the Devil coming through in reverse. So there's definitely this energy of them realizing that they need to release whatever it is that they've been bound to. And like I said, guys, I do think strongly it's a third party. For a lot of you, it could be a person, but for a lot of you, I do think it's just outside influences. I think it could be money. I think it could be stress. I think it could be really anything. So needing to release that, aware of that, but I think they're kind of in this limbo stage where they're still sort of stuck, because the Emperor, yeah, oh wow, look at this. We have the Emperor in reverse and we have the Empress in reverse, okay? Talk about distorted energy. So yeah, definitely there's like a window here for healing, but it's like you have to take the first step to do it, right? You know, like sometimes you have to go through a dark night of the soul. Sometimes you have to go through, you know, rock bottom to change, right? So I'm getting that sense here, but I don't know if they're quite there yet. But they're aware of the changes that need to be made. Okay, let's have a mixed emotion here. Alright, so how is the divine masculine feeling towards the divine feminine? Should I move this over a little bit, guys? Okay. How's the divine masculine feeling about the divine feminine when it comes to the heart space? Alright, let's grab a mixed emotion piece here. Let's grab a mixed emotion. Okay. Okay, so interesting. We have shy and we have respectful. Okay, so they're not really ready to approach. Like, if you notice the shy card, now if you are with your divine masculine, or if you're in communication with your divine masculine, they might be communicating with you, but they might not be ready to open up to you. They might not be ready to like bring the situation to the next level, because there's this timid energy when it comes to you. They do have a lot of respect for you. So for those of you who are watching, they do have a respect for you. They are admiring you right now. This is positive. I mean, it's really good to have that respect. However, they're not ready to approach you. Like they're feeling very shy or reserved or introverted when it comes to the Divine Feminine. Okay, and like I said, if you are in communication, they just might not be revealing all of themselves to you because there's like a part of them that's still trying to hide a little bit. All right. Okay, I'm gonna grab one more. We're gonna take a look at their intentions, and then we'll move on to the Divine Feminine's energy and see where you guys are at. All right. And as I said, guys, if you want to book a Twin Flames reading, I do have a 25-minute one and a 40-minute one. So the 40-minute one goes into what's actually blocking your connection, so what blockages you need to work on. But I also recommend my courses as well because it explains the journey, and then the self-love course is really the work. It's like really the work that you have to do to align with yourself and your soul. Okay? Okay, yeah, their intentions right now, guys, I just feel like they're resting. They're taking this time out. The Four of Swords, this is a card of separation. This is a card of healing. This is a card of silence, really. Okay, so it looks like they're not really taking much action, or that's their intentions, to not really do much right now. Like I said, I feel like they are trying to figure out what makes them happy. Like we do have the New Direction card here. So they're just kind of, they might be walking away from this to kind of see what makes them happy. For some of you guys, that might be a bit triggering, but as you spiritually evolve, Divine Feminines, you'll realize that it's best for your Divine Masculine to do whatever it is that they need to do, and for you to do what you need to do as well. But let's clarify this new direction. Let's clarify this new direction. Yep, exactly. The Star. Okay, beautiful. The Star and the Star again. And like I said, if you notice here, we have the sun in the background, but it's almost kind of looking like a star. This is like about the awakening. So whatever path that they're on, whatever they're doing right now, this new direction that they're going on, it is going to lead to their awakening. Okay, and that's why I got a good vibe from this card at the very beginning, because I intuitively read this stuff, and I was getting a really good vibe from this new direction card. It's kind of like, okay, they're realizing that they need to go on a new path here, and for the Divine Masculine, it's going to be all different, right? Maybe your Divine Masculine is like, hey, you know, I need to travel the world. That's their path. You know, maybe Divine Masculine's like, hey, I need to explore this relationship. You know, whatever it is for them, like their intuition is going to lead them on the path that's best for them. And sometimes you might not understand why their path is their path, but that's not the point, because oftentimes Divine Feminines get so fixated on what's going on with the Divine Masculine that they they don't remember about themselves, or they stop focusing on themselves. Okay, so we have the Star twice, which is really good because this is card of spiritual awakening, this is card of healing. Okay, all right, so let's take a look at the Divine Feminine. Okay. All right, guys, and if my readings are a bit triggering for you, because I do like to just, you guys know, I mean, I don't have to tell you this so many times, but you guys know that I call it how I see it in the readings. But also, the point of these spiritual connections is to spiritually evolve. So some of these terms, like when I say certain things, if it's not resonating, then I do recommend getting the courses, because it will help you to understand sort of the dynamic and the evolution that the Divine Feminine is supposed to make on her journey. Okay, so let's see here. What's going on? What's going on with... And I'm going to try to get more of the Twin Flame readings out, guys. I know a lot of you have really been wanting me to get them back. I know I do the general love readings, which could indicate Twin Flame or not, but I think you guys really enjoy the sort of the lessons that come through and stuff, so I'll do my best. Okay, I try to get at least one daily reading out a day, so maybe I'll alternate. Okay, so let's take a look. So what's going on with the Divine Feminine? What's going on with the Divine Feminine at this time? Okay, so we have mute, so there's not much. Divine Feminine might be keeping pretty quiet right now, not saying too much. Yeah, she's in the process of reinventing herself. She's in the process of making some changes. Wow, we have a settling card here as well. Okay, the bottom of the deck we have signs. Okay, so for those of you who are watching Divine Feminines, you could be getting a lot of signs related to your journey, related to the Divine Masculine, but you're definitely being guided here, and you're aware of the signs, but you're not saying anything right now. You're staying mute, you're staying quiet, you are in the process of making some changes in your life. So these changes can be different for all of you guys, but I think you've been aware that you've been maybe settling, okay? You haven't been getting everything that you want out of life, or maybe in relation to the connection with your Divine Masculine. So you're in the process of reinventing yourself, but in the meantime, maybe you're not saying too much about it, okay? All right, so what's your energy towards the Divine Masculine? What's your energy towards the Divine Masculine? Wow, we have the Moon in reverse for you guys as well. What's your energy? We have the Emperor in reverse. Interesting, because we had that for him as well. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. What's going on with the Divine Feminine? What's your energy towards the Divine Masculine? Wow, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So that could be why that mirroring card popped out right away. If you guys remember, so I'm just move this over a little bit. If you guys remember, right when I did the reading, I wasn't even ready for any intention, and the mirroring popped out. So it could very well be that the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine have been or are going through some sort of depression or dark night of the soul with the Moon coming in reverse. Okay, so this is when you start to question like your ways. You start to question the life that you're living, your ego's starting to die, and you're starting to realize that things need to change. Maybe the old ways of doing things aren't working anymore. So it definitely looks like you guys could be going through that. I see here that for a lot of you, you're feeling with the Emperor in reverse, either you're seeing your Divine Masculine with some control issues, or you're feeling a bit out of control emotionally right now. That could very well be what it is, because I have it next to the Queen of Cups in reverse, okay? So the Emperor in reverse with the Queen of Cups in reverse, this is like very emotionally sensitive, and then the Emperor in reverse is sometimes losing control, like feeling like you're losing a sense of control, or you're lacking that stability possibly when it comes to the connection or just yourself right now. So you guys are very emotionally sensitive. And now your energy towards the Divine Masculine is you guys are really feeling like you can't walk away from this. Eight of Cups in reverse, or you're not walking away from this, okay? This is like, Eight of Cups reverse is like you can't move on, essentially. So that's your energy. But I see that you might also be aware that there's kind of a settling energy. So maybe you're not getting what you want out of this, but you're still feeling like you haven't fully walked away. Now, I don't think you're expressing this because we do have the Mute card here. Okay, so for those who this is resonating with, I don't think you're really expressing this. And then the Reinvention, you guys are trying to make some changes here, but I'm kind of getting like this energy where, I don't know, I feel like it would be difficult to make changes while also holding on to something. So I would recommend a little bit of surrendering, you know, because I actually had this kind of thing shown to me through my own intuition the other day. This was unrelated to a twin flame connection. This was just in my own personal life, because I'm going through a lot of changes recently, and I've got a lot of like I'm moving across the country in like 2 or 3 weeks, and I have a lot of changes coming up, and I noticed that there were certain patterns that I needed to break and certain patterns that I want to break before I move. And I was shown by Spirit that I need to stop looking backwards, and I thought that was actually, and it was kind of crazy the way I was shown this. I'm not going to get into that because it'll take too long, but this kind of reminds me of this energy where, you know, in order to make changes, in order to move forward, we have to stop looking backwards. You know, you have to stop, you have to move forward. You have to realize that the past is the past, it's gone, and all you really have control over is the future, okay? So I think that could be a message for some of you guys as well. Whether that's in your own life or even just related to this connection, okay? Because if you guys remember, like the Divine Masculine has a new direction card as well, so they're heading on a new journey. They're heading towards some sort of new energy, and so it would make sense for you guys to also release whatever it is that you're needing to release and move forward. I think there's that fear of doing that, but it's ultimately necessary to release all of your attachments, okay? Let's get a little bit more on the Divine Feminine. I'm just going to pull from the Good Tarot. Okay, what's going on with the Divine Feminine? We have the Hierophant. Some of you guys could be spiritual teachers. Some of you guys could be in the spiritual field, maybe you do like Reiki and stuff like that with the Hierophant, this can sometimes indicate commitment, but I'm not really getting commitment. I'm getting, well, for some of you guys, you could still have the intention of wanting something committed for some of you, but for a lot of you guys with the Hierophant here, I get the sense that you are someone who has a lot to share when it comes to spirituality, okay? Let's see. Oh, we have the Devil. Oh my goodness. Guys, what is going on here? I thought we were going to be closing out this reading, but I'm going to have to dive into this Devil energy. Okay, for some of you, you are still heavily attached to needing commitment, wanting commitment. Like the Devil is this heavy attachment energy, right? Temptation, being tempted by this idea of commitment. I don't want to get into all of this now, but there's a specific reason why your mind tells you that you need something committed, okay? It's the ego's way of feeling complete, essentially. So once you're able to move past your ego, the desire for anything committed, the desire for anything outside of you actually diminishes. And that's the only way that you can have live a life that's free of attachment. And I know that might sound kind of impossible, but it's not. So for some of you guys, you're needing to let go of this temptation energy. Okay, let me clarify. Why is temptation here? The Knight of Swords in reverse. I don't think you guys are acting on your temptation, but it's still lingering, okay? The Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I don't think you guys are. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. This is something that's being withheld, but I almost get this like obsessive energy of like waiting for some sort of new beginning, okay? You're holding back because you do have the Knight of Swords in reverse, which is the mute card, but there's this obsession or this a heavy attachment to some sort of a new beginning. For some of you guys, it's something committed, so just be aware of this energy, okay? Because the reason why we stay stuck in the dark night of the soul, if you're going through a dark night of the soul or anything like this or a depression, the reason why we stay stuck in this energy is because we are unwilling to let go of our egoic desires. You know, and this is when you're called to release these things, but sometimes it's hard. And people who don't let go of their egoic desires or just their ego in general will stay stuck in the dark night of the soul, because it's like your soul is calling you in a certain direction, right? Like your soul is calling you to go right, and then your ego is calling you to go left. And if you don't make any decision, you're gonna get stuck in sort of this like abyss, essentially. So just making a decision to move to the right, making a decision to start moving towards your soul, is what helps you to get out of that dark night of the soul energy, okay? Trying to see if there's anything else coming through here. Oh yeah, for some of you guys, I really highly recommend just getting the Twin Flame course because I won't have to explain a lot of this stuff. But with the signs here, I want to say this, for some of you that might be getting a lot of signs, remember that the signs actually have nothing to do with the physical form of your Twin Flame, okay? So like even if you're getting signs related to your Divine Masculine, it's actually not about them, it's just about your soul. So it's just kind of like your soul reminding you like, hey, I'm here, you're on this journey, you know, good job, you're moving forward. It's kind of an indication of alignment with your soul, and it's not about your Twin Flame, because like I feel like a lot of people will get signs and then they think, oh my god, it's my Twin Flame. But it's not. It's your soul telling you that you're coming closer to being in alignment, because this connection, remember, is about you and your alignment with yourself. It's about coming into alignment with your soul energy, and as you do that, that is also your Twin Flame. But if you make it about your Twin Flame, then you're connected to this energy and then it can't happen with the Temptation card, okay? Because this is all ego-based. This is a soul type of situation, okay? And like I said, I always say, a lot of people don't end up wanting to be with their Twin Flames when they balance. Keep that in mind. A lot of people. You don't have to be with your Twin Flame. Keep that in mind. It's not about that. There's a possibility to do that, but you don't have to. So I'm just saying that as well. Take kind of the pressure off, because a lot of people get so fixated on that. But anyways, okay, that's what I have for you guys, all right? So I'm sending you absolute love and light, and I wish you all of the best on your journeys. Take care.